Today I'm joined by Mackenzie Ledoux, one of the crop extension specialists for the government of Saskatchewan. She is here today to give us the crop report, so thank you so much for being with me today, Mackenzie.
Thank you so much for having me, Thomas.
All right, Mackenzie, so last time when I talked to Matt, we talked about how some producers might be starting to harvest right away as their crops are going to be a little bit earlier maturing than usual. So talk to me about those producers, especially in the Southwest, that are starting to harvest and kind of where harvest is at so far for the province of Saskatchewan.
Absolutely. So harvest has officially started in Saskatchewan, and right now the province is about 4% complete harvest. This is ahead of our 5 and 10-year average of 2%. And producers who haven't started harvesting yet are really watching their crops quite closely for their crop maturity staging, and they're preparing for the oncoming harvest.
And so now looking a little bit closer to home for us here in the Northwest, where is harvesting at for us here in the Northwest region, especially since we have been getting a little bit of moisture recently?
Absolutely. So in the Northwest, producers are just starting their harvest operations, and they're less than 1% done for this time of year. However, producers are watching the maturity quite closely and their moisture levels quite closely. They are slowly starting to get their lentils and field peas off to kick off their harvest season, where lentils are about 8% harvested for the year and 4% of field peas have been harvested. But a lot of producers are watching their staging and maturity and moisture levels quite closely so that they are definitely getting their combines into the field at the right time.
And so, Mackenzie, if you could give us just a little bit of an outlook as to what your opinion and the crop reporters as a whole on what the outlook for the province of Saskatchewan has been for this growing and the harvesting season for crops across the province.
Absolutely. So in the last time we asked our crop reporters to rate the condition of the crops, a lot of our crops are rated in our good to fair regions of condition, which is really quite nice, and it's really a good thing to see this year that our crops are still faring really well. As for how we're going to kick off for the rest of harvest, harvest has kicked off really relatively smoothly, but it's pretty early in the season, and I hate to give a projection that could be wrong, so I'm not quite sure how our harvest will shape up. But as for right now, we're sitting pretty good. Our moisture levels continue to dip just a little bit this past week. So about 12% of our cropland has adequate topsoil moisture, and 10% of our hay and pasture land has adequate topsoil moisture. The rest of our topsoil is either short or very short. So that will definitely help with drying down our crops a little bit quicker, of course. And of course, it'll also help with producers having a little bit of a smoother harvest, assuming that those dry conditions that we've been seeing throughout the year continue. As long as we don't get any rain while our crop is mature and sitting in the field, it should be a relatively smooth harvest.
All right, Mackenzie, so let's talk now about hay. A lot of our cattle producers around here have already started and finished their haying so far. So what's the haying conditions and just the overall look for hay in the province of Saskatchewan?
So many of our hay and silage operations are finishing up their last fields this week or this coming week. And provincially, dryland alfalfa yields are estimated to be 1 tons per acre, while green feed is estimated to be 1.4 tons per acre. Irrigated alfalfa is a little bit higher, of course, and they're estimated to be 2.9 tons per acre, while green feed is estimated to be 1.2 tons per acre. Our silage yields are estimated to be 4.4 tons per acre. Quite a few of our producers are not expecting a second cut of hay or did not get a second cut of hay, and they are taking their first cut for everything that it is. Also, water quality has been expressed as a concern by a lot of our livestock producers given these dry conditions. So if they are concerned about it, producers are welcome to bring in water samples to our livestock specialists for water quality testing.
Thank you so much for all the information, Mackenzie, and we will hopefully talk to you very soon.
Thank you so much, Thomas.